It's Mishta with more madness. So, today has been kind of crazy and filled with madness, filled with emotional madness. Today was kind of a crazy day. My dogs got out of the fence the other day, so we had to rush to the lumber yard and get wood and fix it. And that was kind of a little craziness this morning, which is all fine. That was easily fixed. My son helped me, and he did a really great job. Hopefully, they won't dig out from under, and, he did a really good job, and I appreciated him very much. But it's been a little bit of an emotional day because I've been trying to rush around and get everything done before surgery, which is only a week away. And it snuck up on me. I've been just trying to get used to working again 2 days a week, well, 3 days a week. And I've had split days or a split shift on Sundays and some Saturdays. So it's been kind of hectic keeping a uneven schedule like that. It's two different kind of shifts. Like on the middle of the week, I work evenings, and then the weekend I was doing a couple hours in the like right at noon, and then a couple of 1 hour at like 5 and 6, between 5 and 6. So that's been kind of a crazy schedule to get used to after just healing for 6 to 8 weeks with the breast cancer surgery and all of that. So after resting for that much and just healing and kind of just doing whatever I wanted to do at whenever time, it was a little bit to get used to and hard to get back into the swing of things, kind of. Um, and it's just been a lot of like paperwork and keeping up on unemployment and making sure that that part stayed with me because I didn't get to go back to work full time yet. And making ends meet and everything has been a big deal. I've been trying to do everything I can to help that out, just doing everything I can to just like earn extra money and do whatever. I've been just, helping friends out and whatever. And yeah, it's been crazy, and I've been trying to do a lot in a little bit of time and get ready for my next surgery and still do videos for my gardening channel and all that, and then still get videos out to you guys whenever I can. And it's been a lot. It's been exhausting, and I've been liking it though. I've been happy keeping busy. It's been helping me keep my mind off of everything. In fact, like having the surgery has really snuck up on me, and it's not that I wasn't prepared. It's just, I've been prepared, but I did send a letter to the nurses and all that, and asked about the liposuction and where they would do it if they couldn't get it from my belly. They might go multiple places. They might go from like both sides of my belly and then both sides of the inner back thighs. That's the two places that they said they like going, is on the love handles and the side belly fat, and then the inside of the back of your thighs. And they said they would be symmetrical on both no matter where they went, and that would be what they would do. And so it might be a lot of healing because they might end up going in 4 different places, and that's just what I got to deal with. So I had to like spend a bunch of extra money and get those special pants called Spanx, and just make sure that I had the ones that were shorts that went down over my thighs where they would maybe take it, or that went all the way up my belly where they would maybe take it. So I was covered no matter what. And so I got 2 of those, and yeah, that's about it. I've been trying, as far as that goes, that's all I can do to prepare for that. I've been looking everywhere for the sponge bath cloths that are special, not just antibacterial, but they're special for you when you're bedridden because of an injury or something like that. They're special hygienic ones for the hospital or for that type of care. And I've got to look at another pharmacy because the two I looked at didn't have it, and they kept sending me to other places. So I'm hopefully going to be able to find those before my surgery, and yeah, that'll help out a lot. But I did write to the nurses. I did get up enough gumption to write to them and ask them questions, and ask them about the all my fears and how much they would need to take when they did the liposuction. And they said sometimes a little can go long way. And I'm like, okay, I think that made me feel better. But they said for sure they would be symmetrical, and they would really be careful with that, and that wasn't going to be a big deal. And because I have a slight hernia above my belly button, they wouldn't go there, and so that's just something that they wouldn't do. And that makes sense. There's no fat there, anyways. It's all more on the sides and stuff, too. So I thought that was cool. And yeah, today I had like a little bit of an emotional, not breakdown, but kind of a little bit of breakthrough. My therapist, I did call her recently because of all the cancer surgery and then the pandemic and everything else, and working through it. And mostly it's not the pandemic that freaks me out, it's the working through it and being exhausted because so much is going on and so many people are freaked out. And they come in and it's exhausting. There's so many people and so much cleaning. And it's compounded by 10 both ways, both the cleaning and the people. And it's like, So it's been crazy being open this whole time. And then taking a break and going through surgery and having all that go on. And so I called her and said, "Hey, can we like talk to each other every other week?" And that was pretty cool. She said yes, and so I've been talking to her every other week. And I got a little bit emotional today because she kept asking me what I do for myself, what I keep doing for myself to make myself feel better. And lately I haven't been doing anything. I've been just watching shows with my son, which does make me feel better and it gets my mind off it. But at the same time, I should probably be doing a little bit more for me and relaxing and doing things. I haven't been doing gardening or working out because I've been trying to just not do too much for her so I'll keep a little weight on. And so it's been kind of crazy. And I've decided that I was going to start drinking this tea. I'll show it to you. It's beautiful. It bloomed. Look at this bloom. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. It's just this really cool flower bloom it's the blooming tea, and it does have cannabis. It has THC and CBD, and I'm hoping it's going to calm me down a little. I've been really wound up and really anxious because of, well, one, they didn't really answer my questions that much, and they did a little, but at the same time, it there's nothing else I can do. I want them to look natural. I want them to do their full creation of, because a doctor like this is basically an artist, and I want them to have their full creative ability, to be able to do what they want and do what they think is right. And so wherever they think is right, they should just do it, and I will deal, and I will have to get past all my anxieties and fears and just get through it. And so I cried a bunch today, and I, kind of had a little breakdown over dinner because I wanted to come home and just do my video because I was all happy and feeling good. And then I had to cook dinner and make things, and it was just kind of a little bit stressful. And so it was all good though, because my son reassured me that he would, help give me time tonight to do my video, and that watching shows is important, but doing this is important too. And he was really sweet about it, and I love him very much. And I feel bad sometimes. I get a little stressed out and cry, and he's like, "It's okay, Mom. You got to just do this," or "It's okay, just do that," or he tries to calm me down and give me other options I can do. And he's very smart. he is. I listen to him quite often. And yeah, he helps me out a lot, and I really love him. So, yeah, I've decided I'm going to calm down and drink some of this tea, and it might be cool enough so I can take a little bit now. It's been in there for like a good 10, no, more than 10 minutes. It said after 10 minutes it's done blooming, so I wanted to let it bloom and then do a video. And it's been 10 minutes for the video, but I did this like a few minutes before that, so it's been at least like 13, 14 minutes. It smells very earthy and floral. I really like it. Might have to put a little bit of an agave in there. Agave sweetener. Um, yeah, it's very nice. It's very earthy, very nice and lightly floral. It's really nice. I like it. It's probably going to give me a nice mellow, calming effect, and hopefully I'll be able to rest tonight. I've got my last 2 days of work before my surgery tomorrow and Thursday, and yeah, it's a lot bigger deal than I thought. It's a lot more going through it, and having them be feeling like they look good and feeling like they're really part of me. It's a lot. I mean, people told me I was going to go through the 5 stages of grief, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to go through that, because I mean, it's not that big a deal. I already made peace with them, the old ones, and it was like, okay, it's not like I'm getting rid of you. I'm keeping the nipples, and I talked to them, and reassured them that they weren't really going anywhere, and that they were just taking out the bad stuff, and that we're going to put new good stuff in there. And I really did try to let go and release some of that, and maybe I need to do more. I probably did need to have a Yule log and burn some of my anxieties or whatever, and or even at Samhain do the same thing, burn some of my anxieties in with my candles or something. And I probably should have done more of that, and I didn't. I just lit candles and thought that just saying a few things about letting go and all that was going to be enough. And maybe there's more to it, and sometimes people go through the stages of grief more than once, I've been told, and I didn't know that, because I never really, I mean, I've grieved over people before, but never, I guess never to that extent, to where it was really in my subconscious, and it was really part of me more than, I mean, I've lost relatives. I lost my dad, but he was very distant, and it was different than probably if when my mom dies, it's going to be horrific for me, because I'm a lot closer to her, and so maybe they were a lot closer to me than I thought. And yes, I'm not saying that they weren't, but I know that seems silly. It seems like a weird concept, but maybe I had to go through more stages of grief than I really thought, and so I don't know. But also, a couple days ago on the 9th, it was my anniversary of HIV, being a pause person and finding out as HIV positive. And it was like 24 years ago, I think. Maybe 25. I don't remember right now. I've had such a long day. I think my daughter's going to be 24. And so it's maybe 25, because she didn't turn 1 the first year she was born. And I found out when I was 3 months pregnant. Well, 4 months pregnant. So, when you find out when you're 4 months pregnant, there's still a whole like year before she turns a year. So, yeah, she'll be 24. So, I guess 25 years. Gotta do the math. But yeah, so it's like lots of big milestones are going on right now, and I haven't been totally taking care of myself and doing like as much self-care as I thought. I mean, I've been doing a lot more like facials and moisturizers a little bit, but I kind of slacked off in this last week or so, because, well, my son was back, a lot of craziness was going on, we've got an extra dog, so a lot more stuff has been going on, and it's not like I haven't been wanting to do those things, it's just I haven't had time. And like I haven't had time to go take the dogs for a walk either, and Rocky was really upset about that today, so maybe tomorrow before work I can take a walk with the boys and Savannah. and just take a little walk and get out and get some fresh air, and because that's good for you. And even if it's not like a workout and it's just a little slow walk, it's still getting the oxygen in your lungs, getting some vitamin D from the sun, and it's a lot, it's a lot. So, excuse me. So yeah, it's time to try to calm down a little and care about me, I guess. That is really good. It really is. I wish I had a nicer mug to put in it. But yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks, and since I last did a video, and it might have been even longer. I don't know. I've kind of lost track. It's been a while, so I wanted to make sure I got a video out to you guys and tell you more about my anxieties and tell you about the real stuff that goes on. It's not all HIV related at all, even when you have HIV. I mean, my anniversary was, but the rest of it's not at all. And I barely even think about it with the rest of the time. I mean, you go to UCSF and there's banners all over about how they, HIV is, they've, a million have survived it, and more than a million and counting, and they have the best treatment there, and they have this big, all these big banners and these big signs and stuff saying how awesome it is. And they don't even care. They're like, cool, how are your T cells? Are you undetectable? How long you been undetectable? Is really what they usually ask is, so you've been undetectable forever, huh? It's like, yeah. So it's pretty cool. You don't even have to worry about it. I've told people and they're like, what? No way. You got a channel. You taking care of your kids. You do all these things. You're awesome. And so it's pretty cool. They don't judge you at all. They're totally awesome about it. And the doctors are just like, you got plenty of time. I've never had any problems with anybody else that had it. And I've done this many times on them. So it's not like, oh, you're my first one. It's like, it's not like that at all. When I had both my kids, both of the doctors, it was their first baby that had an HIV mom. So that was pretty scary. It was a lot to go through, and I had a lot of nurses and doctors say shameful and mean things to me and tell me that people like me shouldn't even have kids, that kind of thing. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't want to keep rambling off about other things. But yeah, being paused that long is a lot, and having two kids while you're paused is a lot. And yeah, and so I'm just been trying to work through all the things and yeah, just keep it together and try not to stress out too much before my surgery, and just be thankful for all those years that I stuck it out and I took care of my kids and took care of myself and didn't give up. There's a lot of times where I thought I should give up and that I didn't deserve to be a mom and that I didn't deserve to have love or anything else. And granted, I don't have a significant other in my life right now, but that doesn't mean I'm not ready for one and that they won't love me more because I already love myself and I love my life. And, you know, I've already got a few people that are like, hey, you're doing really good and you've come a long way and I really like that and I admire it. And, and they're like asking me out on dates and stuff. And I think that's pretty cool. So I've got a lot more to do, a lot more ahead. So I gotta just calm down and not let all my anxiety from this procedure and the liposuction and all these new things that I never would have done in my life. I gotta take advantage of that and go, you know what? I'm getting free liposuctions. I'm getting free boobs. I'm getting free whole new free me. And it's because it was a medical reason, but I gotta look at it as the positive side. I'm getting rid of all that medical crap and having a whole new me. And I've just got to let go and let the process do it, trust in the process. And all my friends keep saying that. All my coworkers are like, you got, Misha, you got to trust this process. Trust the artistry of the doctor. And she's going to do great. And she is. I have faith that she is. She does not seem like she's not going to take pride in her work enough to not do that. And so I'm like, okay, even if they're not exactly perfect like each other. I mean, I've got two different eyes. I've got two different everything so far. And, two different cheeks, two different hands, two different feet, two different legs. So I guess two different boobs is the same, you know? So, it would just be odd, I guess, if I had two perfect ones that were exactly the same. So, I just gotta breathe, just like my tattoo says. Somebody in my work the other day, my tattoo says, just breathe. I guess you can't really see that. It says, just breathe. And someone at my work said, yeah, you're going through a lot. Just breathe, huh? And they pointed my tattoo, and I'm like, yeah, it does say that. I should really remind myself to do that more. And take a breath and have a cup of tea, especially with some CBD and THC in it, and calm down. Mm. Well, I've already talked and talked enough tonight. It is bedtime. I did want to get a video out to you guys as soon as I could. I'm going to upload it tonight, and hopefully it'll be out to you guys tomorrow. And I know I don't have a lot of followers, but who knows, one day there may be a lot of people that need help, and they just go, hey, this chick has some real videos, and it's pretty cool. So, I don't know. I just want to be able to help people realize that it's just a real life that you have to go through, and it's just the other stuff you have to deal with now. Once you have HIV, it's really not that stuff anymore. It's the other stuff in life you have to deal with now. And, like dating and cancer and teeth and plumbing and kids and pets, and it's all that, It's not as much HIV at all. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome in a way. So I'm just going to turn this around and try to trust in the process. And I think that she's going to do an amazing job. And I'm hopefully going to get another video out to you guys before the surgery, even if it's in the waiting room before the surgery. And hopefully I'll get some videos out to you guys and tell you how I'm doing along the way again. And it's just my journey. And even with all the anxieties, I want to be able to tell you guys it's not as hard as what it can seem to be. And sometimes even like when I've been having pains and stuff around the spacers, and pains by doing too much vacuuming and stuff at work, and I have to take breaks more as far as that goes. I have to stop and rest and, just hug them and, try to let the pain not be so intense. And sometimes the period pain is super intense, and you can't rub them anymore to make them better because it ain't working. It doesn't work like that. And sometimes the itch behind it, and you just gotta do everything you can, just be like, ah. I mean, because you can't scratch it because it's behind there, and you can't slap it like a tattoo, because tattoos, when they're healing and they itch, you slap them. And you can't do that with these, because I tried it, and you just it doesn't slap the itch away. It doesn't help it at all. And so yeah, gotta just breathe and drink some tea and enjoy the flowers along the way. Right? It's a beautiful flower. It's got this white thing on the end, and it's got a big red ball. And it's got the really cool yellow middle. And it's got this really cool, all the greenery around the bottom. It's just amazing. Look at that. It's just amazing. I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. Okay, well, that's enough of the video tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you all are having a wonderful brand new year. And I hope it brings goodness and passion and just happiness and peacefulness to everybody and all of you. And just, I hope it's an amazing new year for everyone. And I know it's going to be a more amazing new year after all this is over. And it's going to be a whole new me. It literally is. So it's pretty cool. And I've got a lot more madness to go. So please keep watching and like and comment and subscribe. And you can ring the bell for notifications for when I do new videos. And please, make all the comments you want, because I appreciate all of them. Good, bad, ugly. Not, I don't have any ugly comments, but most of them are good. Some of them are a little bit not as nice, but I think YouTube's been taking those off for some reason. So most of my comments are awesome, and I just appreciate them all. So I love all you guys, and please just keep being yourselves and be the best you can be. That's all you can do, and it's worth it. So thanks y'all for watching, and have a peaceful day.